Okay, so the gameplay for Blood of the Dawnwalker has finally been revealed, and honestly, I can't stop shaking from excitement. I haven't felt this way in a long time, and that feeling is exactly what pushed me to make this deep dive video. Although Rebel Wolves themselves said it's just the tip of the iceberg and there's a lot more to come in the upcoming months, as the game is expected to be released in 2026. There's a lot to speculate and talk about, so I'll do my best to make sure everything is clear. Before we begin, I should mention that the studio behind this game, Rebel Wolves, is made up of former CD Projekt Red developers who worked on the Witcher series, so you're going to see a lot of similarities, which, in this case, is a good thing. The gameplay showcase actually starts from the mid-game, at the point where our main playable character, Cohen, isn't too weak, but also not overpowered, which is a great point to start showcasing all kind of gameplay elements without confusing the players. We start the gameplay right outside the capital of Vale Sangora, where we immediately get a glimpse of the outstanding visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5. I mean, look at the city walls and mountains in the background. Even the trees sway like they're breathing. You can already tell the developers made absolutely sure we'll be fully immersed once we step into this world. Continuing on our path, we're told that the game doesn't have a clear distinction between main and side quests, leaving us free to shape our story however we want. This is a genius decision made by Rebel Wolves, to not only let you control your own destiny, but also to increase replayability in the future. Further down the road, we get to see one of the many random encounters you'll face throughout the game, whether it's a quest, a hidden location, or in this case, a fight. We finally get a look at the combat system, which I've been dying to see ever since the cinematic trailer dropped. And let me tell you something, this might just be the best combat system I've ever seen in video game history. It's like a mix of Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed, and For Honor. You can choose to attack or defend in any direction while using all sorts of combat tricks and vampiric spells. But no spell is free in this game. Each one apparently comes with a cost that forces you to think about how and when to use them, instead of just mindlessly spamming abilities. I absolutely adore these type of systems that rewards the player for using their tools smartly, because I'm that player who hoards every single potion for the right moment, just to never use it. You also have the standard stamina bar, and if it gets fully depleted, my guess is that your character becomes exhausted and can't perform certain moves until it replenishes. Now, taking a quick look inside the inventory shows us a really smooth and understandable UI, which is already a big relief, as nowadays you can take those things for granted. Every single item seems to have flavor text attached to it, no matter the rarity, and as a huge card game enjoyer, I'm all in for it. The 1% parry window stat on the weapon showcase here also seemed pretty interesting. It shows that items won't just have flat stats, but unique quirks that can actually change our playstyle. The skill tree is also looking pretty good, with options for both the human and vampire forms, which cycle between day and night. There are also some shared perks, which I assume stay active at all times. We only saw a few of the perks, but they seem solid enough to me. Next, we finally enter the city, which, my god, is so beautiful. You can hear people speaking and interacting with each other like real human beings, not just dull AI voiceover repeating the same 3 lines on a loop. And apparently, if you stay near them long enough or overhear certain conversations, you can actually use that information later on in quests or interactions. So it's not just for show, there's real practicality behind it. The main objective in this overview is to rescue your family, and to do that, you'll need to storm the castle, either alone or with the help of people you meet along the way. There's a timer in the upper right corner showing how much time you have to complete this quest, and the more you try to rush it, the harder it gets. So you really have to be cautious with how you approach these kind of missions. You don't want to jump in too early and fail horribly, but you also don't want to wait too long and run out of time. And I really like that. It makes the game feel real, with actual stakes. The developers clearly want you to make tough decisions and understand that you can't have it all in one playthrough, unlike other games that just feel like a checklist you're expected to clear. As we make our way through the city, we eventually reach one of the best looking cathedral designs I've ever seen. The Gothic style is absolutely mesmerizing, and once we step inside, we're met with astonishing murals and tapestries covering the walls. It was truly refreshing to see this kind of design brought back in a video game. Inside the cathedral, we encounter a priest performing some sort of a blood baptism ritual. That moment really sets the tone that something sinister is going on here. Talking with the priest gives us some really interesting dialogue options, and my guess is that you can try to press the matter further and ask for more information at the risk of him catching on to your intentions, but I guess we'll have to wait for the full game to really test that. At this point, the quest seemed to be on hold, as Cohen can't climb to the top of the cathedral while he's in human form, so we wait for nightfall. And that's when we get to see his insane vampire form, where he gained access to completely new set of abilities that are only available in this state. One ability we do see is Shadow Step, a short-range teleport that helps you reach difficult places. We also see a kind of focus mode that highlights object of interest, but I'm not sure if that's unique to this form, so I'm going to skip over it for now. While in vampire form, your health bar starts out low, since you're thirsty and need a drink to revitalize yourself. You can suck the blood of NPCs until they pass out, or go all the way and kill them by draining every last drop. And if you don't like hurting humans, you can apparently feed on animals instead, which is a neat little addition. Going into the cathedral at night using the blink shift ability that help you scale walls like you're a Spider-Man, uncover some point of interest and key clues for future missions. Once inside, we encounter Zanti, a vampire who looks like she came straight out of a Hellraiser catalog. In this gameplay footage, the developers chose to engage her in battle, even though it isn't necessary. You could also stay hidden, learn more about her, or maybe even have a positive interaction instead. The boss fight itself showcased some really cool fighting styles and abilities. You can use your claws instead of a weapon, even though you don't have to. And once Zante's stamina runs out, she is stunned for a few seconds, giving you a golden opportunity to deal her massive amount of damage. Below her stamina bar, there is a timer for a skill called Boiling Blood, and when it hits 0, it's game over. Ending the video at this point left me with so many questions, but I guess we'll have to wait until they reveal more information in the future. Overall, I think this gameplay overview was one of the most impressive things I've seen in recent years. I don't usually like getting hyped about unreleased games, as my trust in video game companies has pretty much gone down the drain, but Blood of the Dawnwalker looks genuinely promising, and I'll definitely be keeping a close eye on it for future updates. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say, so make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.